So I always feel like there is an onslaught against gaming and children, right? Whether it's for the good or for the bad, there's always like this attack on kids when it comes to game because they grow up, their entire childhood is basically one big game. Tag, hide and go seek. Now they've got phones and tablets and Dora the Explorer games with microtransactions. I got no idea. Some games are good, some games are obviously bad, but not everything has to be a game, right? Because not everything in life is a game. So when I see the story here that Netflix is testing patches to gamify binging for kids, I'm a little bit on the worried side. Now, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against binging television. Lord knows I do that crap all the time. But when it comes to kids, you don't want them binging television all the time. You want them to like maybe watch a little bit of something, maybe take a little nap or whatever, maybe go outside to burn off some of that childlike energy that they're going to need to replace with caffeine and cigarettes when they get older. Maybe one of those things. But Netflix trying to gamify binging it's not very good. And you can see here that you can collect Netflix patches. Why? Now, Netflix has been testing a gamified streaming experience for children with a subset of its audience over the past few weeks, letting them collect so-called patches for watching episodes of select shows. The test was first spotted by users on Twitter and has since been confirmed by a Netflix spokesperson who sent Variety the following statement. We are testing a new feature on select kid titles that introduce collectible items for a more interactive experience, adding an element of fun and providing kids something to talk about and share around the titles they love. We learned by testing this feature, and this feature may or not become part of the Netflix experience. Well, I hope it doesn't become part of the Netflix experience because you don't need to sit there and like make it an interactive thing in order to get kids to watch your show. If they're invested in the story and the characters and how things are being presented, of which Netflix is quite adept at doing that very, very, very good or properly, then they don't need that. But what's it going to be? Hey, did you watch Troll Hunters? Yeah, I watched Troll Hunters. You watch it? Where'd you get to? Oh, man, I got to the part where I got the badge about Jim. Oh, I got the badge about Claire. Oh, what about Blinky? Blinky's later on, man. Like, just what? Like, who cares? Kids aren't going to care about that. They're going to be like, oh my God, like, did you see what Jim did as a troll hunter? Did you see how Toby responded with his hammer? What about Blinky? Oh, arg. By the way, Troll Hunters, I just want to point out, is an excellent show. I mean this like legitimately. I fucking love that show. It's 2 seasons. It's great. I recommend it wholeheartedly. I've gotten like 20 people to watch it. It's great. I recommend it. But I'm just saying, kids are not going to care about these patches. And I also feel compelled to be like, patches? We don't need no stinking patches. Now, eligible shows are being marked with red locks for users who are part of the test. However, collecting patches doesn't actually unlock any additional content and is more of a reward in itself. That seems to confuse at least some users on Twitter who can't quite figure out what to do with their series of unfortunate events patches. Nothing. This is very similar to getting, I don't know, like cosmetic. I mean, well, actually, no, it's like playing a game and getting like a sticker or something. Right? And there's games that do that too. It's like, hey, you've unlocked this sticker. Oh, cool. What can I do with this thing? I don't know. You just got it. Oh, I don't give a shit. Yeah, well, who cares? Go play the game more. It's stupid. What are you going to do with a series of unfortunate event patches? It's digital, man. Like, it doesn't matter. Some Twitter users also seem to be concerned that this type of gamification could promote too much TV viewing among kids. As if getting my son to stop watching Netflix wasn't hard enough, said one dad. Not all feedback is negative, however, saying Netflix patches making me feel like binge watching Girl Scout, tweeted another user. But again, like, is it just because, what, is it just like a badge of honor? Like, are you going to be able to like share that on your social media? Like, oh, you've binge watched all of Fuller House season 3. Do you want to show how little of a life you have? Don't get me wrong, I like Fuller House too, but I'm just pointing out, like, is a patch going to be like, did you binge it all in one sitting? How are your hemorrhoids doing? Tell the world. It just, it's just like, it's so dumb. Like, it's just another vapid, meaningless reward to give people to keep them engaged. Netflix, you already won. Yeah, you already won. People are already watching it. That's one of the things that pops up like after this last new season of Jessica Jones dropped last weekend. Already seeing articles coming out saying like fastest binge watch Marvel show, right? I mean, they say that every single season, every time a season drops, but that doesn't matter. People will plow through 13 episodes of a Marvel series in a freaking weekend. It doesn't matter. But you want to put a patch on that in order to make kids feel like special for getting it? I just don't like that at all. Now, Mia here says, you now get badges for watching certain Netflix kids shows, and yeah, it's totally working considering we watched all six episodes of Trolls at least 3 times today. But why? Like, but why? And also there's like a lot of episodes of Trolls, not just 6. So Netflix, Trolls, sorry, Trolls is not Troll Hunter. Trolls is like the animated show based off of the movie, which was also a good movie. Netflix is known for obsessively testing potential new features, but not all of which end up being part of the service. The company is also conducting thousands of interviews with users every year, and at times finds that people don't really use the service that they say or think that they are, which is true. Case in point, during a press briefing this week, Netflix employees recalled that U.S. users had told them over and over again that they would prefer to watch foreign originals with English subtitles as opposed to dub versions. However, when Netflix tested dubbing as the default option for a foreign show, they found that it led to more viewing than subtitled versions of the same show. Because let's be fair. As much as we say, oh my God, I freaking hate dubbed, it's a lot easier. But I'm a true connoisseur of foreign film. I always watch it subbed if there's no dubbed option available. But that being said, I usually watch most things subbed. But I'm just saying, it's like, to me though, this is it feels, yeah, there's a comment there saying from Anna Cephaly. It says Netflix needs a new generation of addicts, and I think that's relatively accurate. I do think that's relatively accurate. I think Netflix is trying to get the kids, and I'm not against the service. I think Netflix is a good service, but this kind of gamification is not something kids need. Kids don't need the encouragement to watch more things on TV or play with more devices. That's not going to be a problem. All right. What they need is encouragement to go outside. What they need is encouragement to go and experience the world. And then at night, when you're done with your day and you want to relax, then you come back, you watch Trolls or Troll Hunters or Fortunate Events, and you chill out, right? You know, you can't Netflix and chill all the time. It just doesn't work that way. But when, and you can't get kids hooked on watching Netflix when they're young. I mean, come on, this shit ain't tobacco. It's a freaking streaming service. But here's the thing, and here's what I'm thinking. Netflix is pushing this particular agenda predominantly because of Disney. Think about it. They want to get the kids hooked on Netflix. Disney's streaming service comes next month. You know parents are going to get it. This to me feels like Netflix is trying to push something right now in order to get kids hooked on free, useless, meaningless crap in order to compete against Disney next year, even though they ultimately don't have to, because Disney will not be really making a dent in a lot of Netflix, at least not for a while. But I could be wrong. I just don't think I am. Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you haven't already, thumbs it up, hit on that subscribe, check out 3 Buck Theater, check out Mundane Chats, or if you just want to help support the channel, the best way to do that is patreon.com/mundanemet, link below in the video description. Thank you guys again, have yourself a great day, and peace out.